BBC News at 6 o'clock. This is Lisa Costello. Good evening. A powerful earthquake has struck central Japan, triggering a tsunami alert which saw thousands of people heading for higher ground. Homes collapsed, fires broke out and huge cracks appeared in roads. The tremors were felt hundreds of miles away.
I could feel heavy shaking, about 2 minutes long, and I could tell, even though it wasn't near me, that this was a big earthquake. It was the exact same experience I had in Tokyo over 10 years ago.
Israel's highest court has struck down a highly disputed law which was central to Benjamin Netanyahu's planned legal overhaul. The number of migrants who reach Britain in small boats fell sharply last year, but a union for border staff has warned that channel crossings will rise in the coming months. And the teenage sensation continuing his astonishing run at the World Darts Championship.
As soon as I hit the winning double, I was like 2 games away, and obviously I know I've got the ability to go all the way.
Luke Littler breezes his way into the semi-finals. Thousands of people in Japan are spending the night out of their homes after a powerful earthquake measuring 7.6 struck the centre of the country, causing scores of buildings to collapse and major damage to infrastructure. 2 people are reported to have died, and there are fears others are trapped beneath rubble. But a warning that the earthquake could trigger a devastating tsunami was later downgraded. Our Asia correspondent Rupert Wingfield-Hayes is following developments from Taipei.
Wow, it's huge. Oh, holy cow.
You can hear the shock in the voice of this foreign tourist as the earthquake begins shaking a ski resort in the central mountains of Japan. The shaking is severe, triggering landslides and bringing down buildings near the epicenter. This tourist from Taiwan, Johnny Wu, is staying at the ski resort.
Suddenly, it gets pretty strong. You can see all the snow from the electric wire goes down, and also from the roof goes down, and all the car is shaking. So everybody was panicked that time.
The shaking is followed by an even more frightening threat. Japan's meteorological agency declares a tsunami may be heading for the coast. A large tsunami is being observed, the official says. People in coastal areas or along rivers are asked to evacuate to higher ground immediately. In Japan, this is everyone's worst nightmare. It immediately brings back memories of what happened on March the 11th, 2011, when a huge 15-meter tsunami smashed into the northeast coast, killing nearly 20,000 people and devastating the Fukushima nuclear power plant. There are tense hours as thousands flee their homes and seek shelter on higher ground. As night falls, the tsunami warning is lowered. The big one has not materialized. But with aftershocks continuing to strike, people are told not to return home. Many are now spending the night sheltering in cars or in the open, with temperatures below zero. To Jeffrey Hall, a lecturer in the city of Yokohama, it is all distressingly reminiscent of his experience in 2011.
The house that I was in, I could feel heavy shaking, about 2 minutes long. And I could tell, even though it wasn't near me, that this was a big earthquake. It was the exact same experience I had in Tokyo over 10 years ago. You just feel something is very long, and you know that this has been a terrible earthquake somewhere, but not close.
The threat of a tsunami has now passed, but the damage is severe. The Noto Peninsula that sticks out into the Sea of Japan is cut off. Older houses have been brought down, roads torn up. An unknown number of people are trapped under collapsed buildings. Just how much damage has been done is still unclear. As in 2011, it could be some days before the scale of the destruction can be fully assessed.